If you want to get access to the infinite abundance of money that you are deserving of, you probably do, right? You probably want to have unlimited amounts of money because that will provide you freedom, that will provide you all that you desire to have in your life. Well, in this video today, I'm going to teach you how to be able to get access to this infinite abundance of money because you're deserving of it and it is available to you at all times. It just got shut off at some point in your life. So, when did this infinite abundance of money get shut off? Well, as a child, you probably grew up in an environment where your parents might have said, I can't afford this. I know this is, for me, what I grew up around. I remember as a child, I would have my mom, who I love dearly. When I was growing up, I remember getting amped up to have a conversation with her about getting football cleats. I played a lot of sports, and so I would have to gear up because I wanted a pair of cleats. I knew that my mom was going to fight me over it, say we can't afford that. And then she would give me the credit card and I would get it. But deep within my mom's subconscious was this narrative that we can't afford that, we have to live in fear. So that was instilled upon me. So that is one of the first things that blocked me from this infinite abundance of money. Then, as children in our society, we're taught that money is the root of all evil. Let me know if you were told that. Money is the root of all evil. So right there, we block ourselves from this infinite abundance of money again. Because money is evil, so we think that it's bad. We can't have it, and if we have it, it's bad. Everybody that has money is bad. It causes problems. And so when we're taught this, we just block ourselves off from this. And then you may have grown up in a poor society, so you don't feel deserving of money. And so then you block yourself off from this again. So all of this was taught to you as a child. So then, within yourself as a child, when you were from 1 to 7 years old, your subconscious mind is forming. The subconscious mind, it dictates 95% of your reality. 95% of your reality is dictated from your subconscious mind. It's formed from the ages of 1 to 7. So here's you as a child, and let's say that this is your subconscious mind. The I can't afford this goes into the subconscious. Money is the root of all evil. Don't feel deserving of money. That's all stored within your subconscious mind that was formed from 1 to 7. So as you grow up and you're an adult, all these narratives of money, it's evil, I don't deserve it, I can't afford things, it's all stored within your subconscious. And so you then grow up and you become scarce. You then say that, I can't afford that. I worry about money at all times. I know that this was me too. Just always having in the back of my mind, thinking about money. Anytime I would go to put my card down, like, I can't afford this. I gotta check my bank account. I can't invest into that because I feel like I'm gonna not have enough. But like, where does that come from? Because I know that for myself, I've always been provided for. I've always had enough money for everything. I've never had a situation in my life where like I am completely broke, have no money at all. But there's this belief in me that that's going to happen. So we grow up to be scarce and we completely block ourselves off from the infinite abundance of money. Now let's talk about money. Money, what it is currency. And money, it's not physical. We may think that money is physical because we hold this piece of paper in our hand. But the only thing that gives money its actual value is the value that we place upon it. So that has a lot to do with the value that we place upon ourselves as well. It's not physical. What it is it's a consciousness. It is a form of consciousness. money wants to flow. It is currency. So when we live in scarcity, what we are doing is we are blocking the currency that wants to flow to us. Because we are infinite and abundant beings, just in our natural state, in the way that we are. So, abundance naturally wants to flow to us. Money naturally wants to flow to us. Because we are infinite and abundant beings. We are spiritual beings living a human experience. And so, the Creator that created all that is also within us. So we are inherently abundant. We are inherently deserving of the infinite abundance that is all around us. And so what do we have to do to heal from this and get access to this infinite abundance that God naturally wants to provide to us? Well, we have to heal from these narratives. And we need to release them. So like I said before, these narratives are stored in the subconscious mind. That's dictating 95% of our reality. So we need to be able to heal from this and release this so we can release these narratives that have been stored within our subconscious mind. Now, how do we do that? Well, our nervous systems are directly hand in hand with the subconscious mind. So this nervous system that runs all throughout you, you have all these nerves, it's hand in hand with the subconscious mind. So within you are stored these narratives that I can't afford it, I am not deserving of it. It just gets stuck within your nervous system. This energy, it wants to flow, but these narratives, they get stuck within you. So when you go and put your card down to purchase that thing, and that voice in your head that says, you can't afford that, well, that is coming from your subconscious mind. We need to release those narratives that have been inside of us. How do we release them? We need to feel them. We need to feel them fully. And so when you go into feeling these narratives, you don't have to exactly know what the narrative is. That's not how healing works. You just have to go into a space where you feel safe to feel your emotions. Feel these narratives within you. Because these narratives will be felt as an emotion. You may cry, you may have to let something out verbally. That is how you heal, and how you release this is you allow yourself to feel. So, one of the most amazing ways that I've been able to heal from these narratives within myself are somatic practices, specifically somatic breath. Soma is of the body, of the nervous system. So that is how we are able to go into the nervous system. Breath brings us out of the mind and into the body. So in somatics, what we are doing is we are feeling our emotions fully. And when you allow yourself to feel your emotions fully, this is when these narratives can start to release and let go. So we go into a space where we allow ourselves to feel our emotions fully. How we do that is we connect with our breath. Specifically in somatic breath work, we go into a cyclical pattern of breath. And when we go into the cyclical pattern of breath, what happens is it brings us from the mind, where we live all the time, into our body. Ultimately, the body is where the subconscious is. And then when we are in the subconscious, all that we have to do is allow ourselves to feel. And when we allow ourselves to feel, we release the narratives that have been stored within us. And then as these narratives release, we can replace them with self-serving narratives. And through this whole process of healing, what we do is we are then able to find love within ourselves, and we form an incredible connection with God. We see that God is within us. So this infinite abundance that God wants to provide to us is already within ourselves. And as we recognize that this is already within ourselves, then we can know that the infinite abundance of money that wants to be provided to us is already inside of us. It's already what we are. So then when we do that, we heal from these narratives that have been within us, and naturally we are able to replace it because we recognize that as we have this connection to God, it's already within us, we are always provided for. And when you recognize that you are always provided for, that means that anything that you desire to have in your life, anything that you desire to purchase, anything that you desire to invest into, it means that you will always be provided for. When it's coming from this place of love within yourself, this connection to God. So God is going to bring opportunities into your life for you to invest into. This may be a coach, it may be a mentor, it may be a group, it may be investing into something to help you on your path. And just by investing into this, what you are allowing yourself to experience and feel is to know that you are always provided for. And this will come up again, again, and again in your life so that you can continuously see that the infinite abundance of money that you were born with is naturally yours. It's naturally what you are deserving of. And you can continuously practice this. I know that for myself. There's a lot of times in my life where I will save up a lot of money and my bank account will have more than it has before, and then I'll be hit with a big investment or something that really calls to me. So then I will be in a place of like, damn, I've built up a lot of money and now here's another investment. And I'm always reminded of, okay, now I'm always provided for. So the money is always going to be there. And we often think that we need to save, we need to have this big bank account, we need to hold on. But remember, money is currency. It wants to flow. So we have to allow money to flow. So these narratives of like, save up, have a lot in your bank account, no, that's not what it's meant to be. If we truly want to trust in always being provided for, that means then that we need to trust that we're always provided for. If our bank account's low, amazing, more is going to come my way. If my bank account's high, amazing, let me let go of some of this. If I have a lot of money in my bank account, amazing, now I get to give it more, and I get to be in the flow. And as I give, I will receive. This is the infinite abundance of money and how it wants to flow in our lives. We are not meant to hoard, and when we are scarce, we can know that we are going to be able to receive. And this all comes from doing the work to heal, release, and allow ourselves to feel. And this is how you will be able to receive more abundance in your life and live in abundance. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you want more of the practices where I teach you how to feel, release, and let go, click the first link in the description. I love you all. Peace.